All right, we are live. Today I'm gonna try to run a blue whale. That's what I said, right? In the title. I believe so. So yeah, that'll be fun. Once again, following a guide from How to Draw Incredible Ocean Animals by Jared Osterhold. Let me just set one thing up real quick. There we go. Okay. Alright, that's good enough. So yeah, let's get to it. Let me scroll to that guide. Alright. So yeah, tomorrow's my last final for this semester in calculus final, so taking a little bit of a break. Alright, so for a whale, how to do this? The guide isn't very specific, to be honest. Kind of just tosses you a shape right away. So let's think about this a little bit. So we're gonna have kind of a straight line going. It's a pretty long one. Yeah, okay. Now it's gonna come down a little bit for a tail. It's gonna come around. And kind of come in. This is gonna have a more sharp point at the front, but then kind of come down. Okay. Early stages. Does not look great, does it? Okay, that's fine. What is wrong here? I think. Like the front could be more rounded, maybe like so. Yeah, okay, I like that a little more. Shape-wise, looks a little better there. And then this. Let's go with that. I don't know. It's kind of tough. Let's just start going. See where it takes me. So let's make this. I think that might be too big for a whale. It's fine. And then it's gonna have a little triangular fin here. Pretty high up here. Let's see. Let's do kind of a line to go through the center here. Now the fin. Something like this. Just barely goes past the body. We'll do. Well, okay. Now let's go ahead and do kind of like a mouth here. Okay. I would go there. And this could maybe be sharper in the front. Maybe a little sharper here. Okay, let's do a bit of erasing, clean it up a little. Howdy, okay, that's way too small like this. Can't read it. There you go. As big as possible. Howdy, Longhorn. How's it going? It has been a long time. Let's clean this up a little. Whales are pretty interesting, I feel like. I don't know tons about them. I mean, I know about their like whale songs. Very beautiful. Kind of just like filter feed for the most part. I don't know. I know is it sperm whales and like giant squid? They get into fights, which is kind of cool. And then you'll sometimes find like sperm whales that have, like if you cut the stomach open, you can see a bunch of like scars from giant squid. You were wondering where I went a few weeks ago, and then you saw you streaming a game, came to say hi. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. Kind of wanted to just practice drawing for the most part. Thought it'd be fun. Push myself to try to get good since I'm being watched. Hmm. I don't know what's gone wrong here, to be honest. Like, I always say this when I draw stuff, I feel like. Um, I don't know. It'll get better as I go. Okay, actually, let's do it like this. For the mouth. Now, it just needs to be more like this should be flat and then kind of come in, and then from here it should just be more rounded maybe. It does look a little better if it's rounded more like that. Yeah. Definitely needed more roundness there. Let's erase some up here. Let's maybe go. something like this, and then up here also kind of curve it down more. And then, let's see, I can draw some fins here. Something like this, maybe. Okay. Looks a little skinny here. So I should start it a little earlier. Hello, JMC. How you doing? Looks a little better. I think maybe it's a little too long. Let's shorten this up a little bit. I mean, whales are very long, but they're also, you know, pretty thick. So it's just looking a little too skinny. It's not perfect, but I like it. It works. Okay. Now let's do these kind of lines that they've got. Draw a bunch of these. Just get the kind of texturing in. Something like that. And let's put the eye more down here. Something like that. More and more like a whale. Yeah, no, I think it's kind of come together. Let's see, it needs a little hump here for like a blowhole. I think that looks decently like a whale. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. I don't know. I could keep working on it, but also I just don't really know how to get this much better. I'm just kind of struggling with the shape for the most part, but I think this is pretty good. Let's make this a little not quite as long. That's what's making this bit feel a bit like the fin just feels a bit too much like a fish fin rather than a whale. I don't know. It's kind of becoming a mess. Looks like a fish with a beard. Yeah. It kind of does. I'm just not getting that real whale shape here for some reason. I don't know. I might try something else. I think I mean it looks like a whale. Um, just not the best whale I've drawn. Yeah, let's just try another one on the in this guide. Ooh, this great white shark looks like a decent guide. It's from a angle I've never really drawn a shark from before though, which could be good. Ooh, the hammerhead. I think I'll go with this. It is, yeah, from the bottom. Hmm, might be tough. Yeah, it's the fish guy. Thanks. Uh, yeah, let's go. Let's try. Hmm. Should I do hammerhead or great white shark? Both of the guides for those look decent. I think hammerhead shark would be harder for me. It might be fun because just yeah, completely different perspective from what I've done for sharks before. Have I been? Finals been killing you? They've been killing me as well. I've got my last one tomorrow. I got yeah, calculus final tomorrow. Not looking forward to it. Yeah, it's so few questions that uh that just becomes a hard point. Ooh, let's have the eraser on. By the way, I tried your Vimcord and it worked pretty well. I will say the way you log in is so sketchy. I think that's gonna turn away most people. With like finding the user token, I feel yeah that it's a tough sell. Other than that, it looks pretty good. Um, and yeah, the only thing I could think of, I haven't used it all that much, um, is I'm trying to think. The Vim motions, yeah. Um, you could do uh like Newsboat, what I use. The Vim motions there uh are pretty good. Um, and might be good for you as well. So, like when you're selecting a guild or like a menu point or whatever, and like you can hit enter, but like the way, well, I'm not explaining this well at all. Sorry, I'm pretty tired. But you could look for ideas for that, I guess. Hold on, let me just check something. I don't know if this is something you want either, but it's something I'm thinking of now. Files. Config. Yeah. So in my config file for Newsboat, for example, I guess I just put it on put it on here. Probably. All right. Wait, is this gonna show something? It will. Okay, I'm just gonna write it down on here instead of showing the config file. I mean, you can find it on the on my Codeberg in the dot files for Newsboat. I'm so tired all of a sudden. Okay. You could do like L to open, right? Like which would be like right in Vim, like the right arrow key to select something is nice. And like H to go, which would be like the right arrow key. To go like back or close. Like if you're in a server or like in a channel, hit H to go back is another thing that is nice. And yeah, like D and U for page up and down. Are also pretty good. And yeah, instead of having escape for quit, you could have Q, which is sort of Vim-like as well. I don't know. That's just something I like. Those are just some keys that I set for Newsboat, which is my RSS reader. And they're pretty nice. And they're like Vim inspired. I think I got them. Like those keys, I'm pretty sure, are probably copied off of Luke Smith's Newsboat config file. And he's pretty obsessed with getting everything Vim-like. What he's up to anymore. But that's just some ideas for if you want to expand the amount of Vim keys to do. User token things sketch, I guess, but it's going to be a while to get a proper logging system. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's any good solution for that. But as long as that is the solution, it looks so sketch, to be honest. Like, I don't really care that much about my Discord account, so I wasn't really worried about it. But I feel like for people who care more about the Discord account, that might scare off some people. And yeah, for Vim shortcut keys, I would just recommend. I mean, you could look at my Newsboat config, and I'm pretty sure the keybinds there are the same as might be default. Actually, now that I'm thinking of it. But like programs like that, you could look at Vimium, how they do their key bindings as well. And that's just a way you could try to make the keybinds have more Vim stuff to them. Dude, trying from the bottom perspective is already looking so weird to me. Oh, okay. Let's just get a rough shape in first. Let's go. Something like this. Hammerhead up there. A lot of other gray area Discord clients use the user tokens. First thing comes when it's on Discord. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if it like, I'm just mentioning it because it just looks so sketch. I mean, if that's what you have to do, that's just what you have to do. And if like a lot of if other Discord clients are doing the same thing, then I mean, not much you can do about it. And then in that case, it's also like if you're just looking for clients and you see multiple have that same requirement, then it doesn't look sketch anymore. So if you got that going for you, then I wouldn't worry about it. Dude, this is kind of this is kind of hurting my head thinking about it upside down. I don't know why. It was tripping me up so bad. It just looks looks so strange to me for some reason. Okay, well, it looks pretty fat right now, is one thing I'll say. It's probably supposed to be a good chunk skinnier than this. You want to make more Vim-like? Need to fix a lot of navigation stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Vim has just so much, like, there's so many Vim motions. It's kind of crazy to keep track of. Like, I installed a plugin that forces me to use different Vim motions. Like, you can't use the arrow keys and stuff. And if you hit J more than like 4 times, it'll say, hey, stop. And that's been getting me into all the Vim key bindings a little more, which is fun. But it also has shown me how like insane uh the amount of keys is for the Vim motions. So I know that's like a tough thing to tackle just because sheer quantity there. Eh, okay. This is kind of working. The perspective is still weird to me. For sure. So where do I even start kind of project? Yeah. I mean, honestly, most projects that claim Vim motions, really all it is like HJ, K, and L. Like just put those into a program, and most that's like what most programs say is good enough. So you're already at the point where I would say your Vim keys are better than like a, a lot of programs claiming Vim motions. So it's like already at a pretty decent level. Like you can make it a lot, like there's a lot of room for improvement, but you're already like better than most, I think. Hammerhead Shark is fire. Yeah, I'm trying. It's coming along. Okay, you know what? Like, oh, there. Okay. Let's see. Let's refine that head a little more. I think that shape is a bit off. Let's see. Let's do a bit of erasing here. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. This isn't perfect though. What you really need to do with the clients let users do custom keybinds, maybe making compatible with real keybinds at Lua, but holy scope creep. Yeah. I don't even know how to write a program with like configuration with a configuration file. But yeah, that could be quite some scope creep there. Let me get rid of the hammerhead part. Okay, come on. There we go. Let's redo this. Scope creep is too real. Yeah. That is a challenge for most projects. Okay, so if the head body ends like this, let's have the head here. That way the transition is a bit more smooth into the hammerhead, hopefully. Hmm. Yeah. Did I read any of the code before you have the client user, or did you just trust you? I tried to read it. Rust is hard to read, to be honest. To some level. And the other bit, I just don't really care about my Discord account uh, that much. And I was like, well, fuck it. It's pretty much only connected to that cybersecurity class. So, which I'm not even, or a cybersecurity club, which I'm not even part of anymore. So, yeah, I don't even know what it. um, but yeah, definitely not the best thing to do. Slowkey 3,000 lines of spaghetti code. Yeah. I mean, things just end up happening. End up spiraling to that. It's hard to plan all that stuff out. Mm-mm. Okay. Shape-wise, this is looking decent now. Let's clean up some of these lines. Oh, well, this actually does need to come in. come in like that. Okay, now we're gonna have an I there, kinda. Little mouse. Different topic. Linux. You ran Bleeding Edge, huh? You ran Bleeding Edge and Stable, so Nix. Don't want to deal with any of the Nix stuff. Well, yeah. I get it. Nix stuff can be intimidating, but I just want to return to Nix. I'm on Debian right now. You want Bleeding Edge and Stable, so Nix. Okay. But you don't want to deal with any of the Nix stuff. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Bleeding Edge. Yeah, I mean, Nix doesn't really. I mean, they do have a rolling release as well. But it is like on their stable, it's like a half year cycle, release cycles. So it's like decently fast. And previously I would have just said just use it as a package manager, and then all you can do to download something, you can do like I think it's like nix-env-ia and then like the package name or whatever. And that works for the most part, like just as a package manager. It's just not recommended, and that way you can pretty much avoid most of the Nix stuff if you just treat it like nix-env as a regular package manager. It's just not the recommended way to do it. You would still have to create like the initial config file, which I mean there's defaults. So like that is an option. Like you could just do the like take their KDE or whatever pre-built config file, and then after that just download stuff with nix-env. But at that point, I think you're probably better off going for Fedora if you don't want to deal with Nix. Like Fedora, I think has about the same update cycle as Nix. I'm pretty sure they're on bi-yearly on Fedora. I don't know. I love the Nix stuff nowadays. I'm waiting until after finals to switch back to Nix completely. Because I keep doing the thing where I will want to change distros at the most inopportune moments, such as finals. Well, I did that the last 3 finals, I think. I was like, oh, you know, it'd be great. Switching right now. Mycocachi or Straight Arch? Yeah. I don't know. Like, I like the stability. Like, that's a big thing for me. But honestly, when I was on Arch, I never had issues with stability. So it's not really that big of a deal. Dang, this actually turned out pretty decent. I mean, this line doesn't need to be there. I don't know. I love Nix for the Nix stuff. Uh, and yeah, now I think I'm ruined for Linux because Nix is just too good. And now I don't like Linux anymore, like regular Linux. And yeah, sadly, using Nix as just a regular package manager, like on top of something, doesn't work quite as well as I had wanted. Because there's issues with like in the GPU drivers to go through Nix. This ended up really good, actually. For my first time doing this perspective, I think this is great. Like, I've drawn sharks from the side a bunch of times. Did this work well? This worked well? Now let me just like color in the tips of these fins to give it a little bit of color. All right. There. Something like that. Hello, Benito. How you doing? Can I fit little teeth in here? Yes. There we go. Kinda. I think that turned out great. I like it. Well, I'll see. What? I'll see if I can find something easy in here I could do quick. Manta ray. Yeah, long time no see. It has been a while. Ooh. Porcupine fish, but inflated. That's so many spikes to draw, though. Sailfish looks fun. Let's go for the sailfish. I've been thinking about upgrading your NVIDIA GPU to a higher end AMD. What would you say? Um, hmm. I don't know, actually. In the past, I would have said 100% go to AMD just for the Linux support, but nowadays, NVIDIA has been great on Linux support, so that's not even an issue anymore. Um, hmm. I mean, like the only reason I've upgraded GPUs in the past has been because there's been like games that just didn't work. Actually, wait. No, I've never actually upgraded GPUs, I guess. Like one time my GPU broke and I bought a new one that was way better. And the other time I got a GPU for my laptop. But that, I mean, my laptop didn't have a GPU before. It was pretty much just because I wanted to run some higher quality games. So, I mean, if there's a need for it, I mean, 100%, I guess, but I don't know. It's hard to say with the market nowadays, with the prices fluctuating so much. Both your computers are AMD? Yeah. My laptop's AMD CPU and uh GPU. Let's see. So let's do no. Let's do a dot there. Dot here. That's gonna be the body. Okay, let's do something like that. Gonna come like so. And at the end, we're gonna have a very skinny end. You do want to play Forza 6? It would run fine right now, but it would run 10 times better on new GPU. Game requirements are getting out of hand. Yeah, no, every year, game requirements just go insane. And then I end up just playing old games and never have issues. The real hack for gaming, if you don't want to spend money, is just play old stuff. Because it's pretty easy to find like high quality old stuff. Because people have been rating it for years and years. And it's just way cheaper. But I mean, I totally get the appeal of new games. Like, the Oblivion remaster looks so good. And when it came out, like my computer couldn't handle it. So I was like, well, oh well. I haven't checked. I might be able to run the remaster now though, which would be sick. I don't know. I mean, it is just Unreal Engine, I guess. I don't know how much better that really is. I mean, it just looks good. Both your computers only have integrated graphics. One is Ryzen 5 4600 CPU, and the laptop is an older A series. Yeah. No, I feel like nowadays laptops perform so well as well. Like, the need for a desktop is also just diminished. Like, unless you're doing something real intense, desktops almost seem like you don't need it. Sure, your 2020 PC makes for the best Wii, lol. Yeah. Dude, the Wii was such a good console. I think this might actually be too short. Um, like that is such a fun console to play on. And I don't know. The issue I've always had with emulating Wii has been just that, like, how do I get the I don't know how to connect the controller properly. Um, I don't know. Like Lego Star Wars on the Wii was so peak. Let's start a little higher than that. Do I use Dolphin? Because Dolphin makes it really easy, assuming you have Bluetooth drivers. Um, in the past, I did use Dolphin. And in the past, I did not have Bluetooth. Now my laptop does, so I guess I could try it again. Like that. Like so. There we go. That looks good. There's little supporting fins. I don't know. The thing, like, the thing with Wii emulation has always, for me, been like controller support has been tough. But if they made it easy, I mean, that's sick. Cause yeah, I mean, it's like such a big part of the console. Um, but also like you cannot replace it with like a keyboard or just a standard like controller. Either you want to buy a Switch, maybe Jailbreak. Not really. I've got enough games on my computer. Also, my little sister has a Switch. So, if I'm desperate to play a Switch game, I can steal it from her. Let's see. Okay. I want this to be kind of jaggedy. The fin, make it look like the fin's taking a bit of a beating. Does her Switch run Linux? Don't think so. It probably doesn't, and she'd probably hate me for it if I put Linux on there. Um, Sadly, she's not into Linux. It breaks my heart. She'd prefer to use an iPad over Linux. I mean, can you imagine? Can't believe it. You've got MAME emulator for lots of old arcade games. Do some Nintendo, yeah. Uh, no, I used Dolphin in the past. I don't know. I haven't like played any games for months now. Once finals are done, I'm gonna see if I can convince my friend to play Minecraft together. Um, cause she's pretty into that game. I mean, she usually plays with friends online. But Guess she hasn't experienced Hannah Montana Linux yet. Yeah. No. I don't know. No, she sadly has not experienced any Linux. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why people like iPads so much. It seems crazy to me. This thing looks interesting at this point. Not a Linux user here, Windows user, yeah. But I mean, you use quite a few free and open source software though, right? Like you were recommending Krita a little bit ago. LibreOffice, I feel like I remember you mentioning as well. So yeah, Windows 10 was fine, but once 11 came out, you jumped ship. Yeah. Apparently they're trying to fix it now. They've noticed how many people hate the new Windows, and they're like, we're gonna redo the start menu and the file explorer. So I mean, maybe they'll do a good job this time. Also, I didn't look ahead, but this thing is like the same as this, isn't it? It's like almost the same. Looking at the guide now. Um, yeah, I mean that was a Atlantic Blue Marlin, I think. This is a sailfish, probably just in the same family. Um, but yeah. Many apps and games, no alternatives. A reason for not switching, yeah. No, it's a fair point. But yeah, as I hate JS mentions, uh, it's it's tough. Gotta draw crab, dude. I'm scared to draw crab. I suck. So I mean, I can show you my last attempt at drawing a crab. Let me just clean this up a little bit. Um, all right, let's do these little lines. They've got. Can I just do it? Well, okay. Yeah, I'm not super satisfied with my drawings today, to be honest. Um, but I don't know. I'm tired. It's more of a break from studying for finals. It is good enough. Uh, all right. Let's see. I can just the pause that, and then go to the crab, which looks kind of bad. But yeah, this was my first attempt at drawing a crab, and then it just didn't look quite right. I've been scared to do a crab since. Let's see. There it is. All right. I'll turn that back on. I'd have to reload. It's not gonna show nicely on one page. There we go. This is the first one. Uh, It's not the best. I mean, it's okay. This was an octopus, crab, turtle. I don't know. I didn't do a lot here. So like a couple days. This shark was pretty good. This was also decent. This is my friend. He looks like a bodybuilder. Yeah. I don't know what happened with that crab. I need to try it again though. At some point. Cause yeah, he looks like he's flexing to like the two front pincers are just jacked arms for some reason. And I can pull up the crow's buff with those arms. It is. And here is these were a good chunk better. Uh, like I really liked how some of these at the end were like that. I mean, that's a good whale. I mean, these are like pretty good. I'm pretty happy with these. These also took a good chunk of time to draw. Yeah, not as great, but I mean, some of these are like this octopus I really liked. Um, that was a pretty good hammerhead shark. Uh, I don't know. Let me do, cause I do. Ooh. Okay, well, it's just local IP address, so whatever. Um, I was gonna do this, and then I can do that. I mean, I've got them all here, so I need to update this. Uh, but yeah, this while I was at an aquarium, I just drew all of these. While I was looking at the fish, some of them are decent. Some of them, like this four-eyed fish, does not look great. This is the top down view. And then daily drawing attempt one. I pretty quickly gave up on these doing it daily. But like, I mean, it's pretty good. Also, this is reverse. This was attempt one. That's also messed up. Uh, and yeah, this is on NeoCities. I don't know. I haven't done much here. I just just start making this. And then yeah, here's the index. But yeah, I don't know. That's fun. All right. I'm gonna call it for tonight. Some of them are good, thanks. Am I live on Twitch right now? I'm not. I haven't really thought about how to do cross streaming. I need to get back to studying, sadly. Trig sub and stuff, I guess. Ugh. All right. No, I need to go do that. Have a nice night, or day, whatever time zone y'all are in. And yeah.